Hey Iris. What are you doing? Are you at home or out?
I'm at home, Ken.
That's good to hear that. Has Mom already arrived? Does she seem like she's alright?
Yeah. She just got here. I'm just bringing her things in now.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that. Sorry dear, I left everything for you to handle with that.
Don't worry about it. I know you've been busy with work. It's not like you could have really done much about it, right?
I mean yeah, but still. Today is the day my mom's going to start living with us. I just wish I could have been able to help out in some way.
Right.
What's that?
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
Are you sure you're going to be okay on your own? I know Mom has some heavy things in her luggage. So be careful and not trying to carry too much.
Okay, I'll be fine. There's nothing to worry about. I've got some movers who are helping carry the really big things. So I don't have to try to lift them myself at all. Honey, you've got a day off work tomorrow, right? If there's things we don't really know where to put yet, you can help us figure the remainder out tomorrow.
Okay, I'll do that. But please be sure to at least get the bed together. You know Mom's got a bad back, right? Having her sleep on something even a bit hard would really do a number on her.
Yeah, I know. You've asked me about it countless times already. I already got the bed frame put together before she arrived. The mattress should be arriving this afternoon as well. So there shouldn't be a problem.
That's good to hear, Iris. Thanks a lot for dealing with all of that. I don't have work to stay late today, so I should be coming home on time.
I love it. Oh, do you think you could stop by the store on your way home?
What? Why didn't you go shopping just yesterday? We should have plenty of food at home already.
Yes, we do. But your mom is telling me that she really wants a steak for dinner. But we don't have meat in the fridge. I'm kind of busy to deal with the mattress, so.
Can you just leave the house for a bit and go buy some steaks? It's not that hard of a problem to solve now.
Excuse me?
What? Is there something wrong with that?
Are you really fine with letting your mom stay at our house alone? That seems like it would be something to worry about, don't you think? At least I feel concerned about it.
I don't know what you mean. What's there to be concerned about? I mean, she's going to start living with us now, and she's been to our house a number of times before already. I really don't see what the problem is here.
I still haven't gotten to put the lock on my bedroom door yet. That's supposed to be arriving today. I'm not about to leave her alone in the house until I can make sure I can lock my room first.
Wait. Are you being serious? You're actually intending to install a lock on your door?
Yeah.
You don't even trust my mom? Mom's going to be sad if she knows that.
This isn't a matter of whether your mom is going to be sad or not. It's about my own privacy. I've had to deal with her going into my room without my permission before. And I am not about to deal with it again. Maybe she hurts herself on something in my room. I can't afford to take responsibility for it. I don't have that kind of money.
I've told you this before. Why can't you just talk to her about it? She'll understand if you just try talking to her. Don't be so stubborn and just try to communicate for once. She's family.
But she's your mother. She certainly doesn't respect me like I'm her family. Did you forget about how she ripped up my clothes last time?
That was an accident. Are you really still holding a grudge against her for that? Are you really so persistent?
Those were very important clothes to me, whether accident or not. I have a right to want to secure my things anyway. I am not going out until the lock for my door arrives. If you aren't going to go by what your mom wants, then she'll just have to get it herself. Are you fine with that?
What? You're just being mean to her. You really want her to go shopping after she's already exhausted from moving then.
You should go get the steak your mom wants. And tell her that she'll have to wait until you come home.
Fine, whatever. I'll just go to the store then come home. Is that okay?
Yeah, I'll see you when you get home.
Make sure to tell Mom to text me if there's anything else she wants to eat.
Okay. Don't worry about it. In the meantime, I'll get everything cleaned up over here.
Just try to actually get along with her, okay?
Yeah, I know.
Hey, Iris. What are you doing?
What?
I got a text from Mom.
She texted you? What's this?
She hasn't seen you all day and she was starting to wonder about what was going to be done about lunch.
What are you talking about? She hasn't said a thing to me.
Well, I know that you've been doing work in your room this whole time. But isn't it hard to hear her calling you? Actually, you should think about her for a bit.
I don't know what you're talking about. We just saw each other in the living room. And at that time she didn't say a word to me about lunch. Yesterday she even told me that she was planning to go out today.
Oh, you don't know. Those plans fell apart apparently. That's why she's still in the house. That's why she's asking about how you haven't been out of your room. The least you could do is have lunch with her, couldn't you? Her plans having been scrapped, so Mom's been lonely.
Look. I'm sorry to hear that her plans got cancelled. But I can't plan my own schedule around that. I was under the impression she was going to be gone for much of the day, so I don't have anything prepared for her.
What? You're telling me she hasn't eaten anything for lunch at all?
Well, yes. What did you expect? We've been eating lunch separately this whole week.
You're kidding, right? Why haven't you been preparing anything for lunch for her? Have you not been thinking of her at all?
No. Far from it. In the very first day she spent here, I asked her if she wanted me to prepare something for her. But she just told me that she would make something for herself.
What are you talking about? So Mom's just been alone this whole week? I can't believe how cold you're being to her.
What? I have a job that requires that I work in my room. I don't normally eat in the afternoon. I might have a light snack. This is how my work days have gone for ages.
What's been going on for ages can't just stay the same now that Mom's here. Come on. Can you at least spend some time with her? Why do you think she's living with us in the first place? It's not like she's living here to be alone.
No, she's living here because she wants to be with you. And I can't even be entirely sure of that to begin with. You're the one who brought up the idea of her living with us in the first place. I certainly wasn't asking for this.
Don't say things like that. I'm the eldest son in this family. It's been my responsibility to take care of Mom ever since Dad died. Don't you remember that?
Yes, I already know. But we talked about this before. I clearly explained that my job keeps me in my room and that I wouldn't be able to leave it for the whole day. I also told you that I had no intention of trying to change that. And you told me that that would be fine. Don't try to tell me you forgot.
Yes, sure. I do remember. But it's not that hard to even do the bare minimum to not let her.
I'm not just letting her sit there. She's not a doll. She's free to do what she likes as long as it doesn't involve my room. She even told me she wanted to make her own lunch. I'm not refusing to make her a meal if she wants it. But she just wanted to deal with her lunch on her own. And since she didn't want my help with lunch, I just naturally went back to work. Plus, we're still eating breakfast and dinner with her. On top of it, I'm still dealing with all of the housework.
You're the one who's staying at home after all. It's not like we can have Mom start doing stuff like the housework.
Excuse me? Have you forgotten that I have a job just like you do? I may work at home, but work is work.
Alright, I'm sorry. It doesn't change the fact that Mom is lonely. Starting tomorrow, make sure to at least show your face once during the day. I would, but I can't exactly go home in the middle of the day.
Fine, whatever. But only for a little bit each day. I still have work to do. I don't want to hear any more complaints after this.
Yeah, I'll be sure to tell Mom as well. Why am I hearing that after Mom went through all the trouble to invite one of her friends over? Mom said you just tried to chase her friend out of the house.
What? Chase her friend out? I have no idea what you're talking. I just asked them to talk a little quieter. Nothing else.
And that's what I mean by you chasing them out. You shouted at them with a super angry expression. What else were they going to do after that?
What are you talking about? I did nothing like that. I just asked them normally without even raising my voice.
I don't want to hear your excuses. What is wrong with you? Why are you so intent on butting heads with my mother? What has she done to deserve this from you?
Wait. Hold on a second. I know just how important your mom is to you. But I don't see why you suddenly feel like it's fine to not pay any attention to anything I say. I am your wife.
Did you forget that? I know that, but a wife and a mother are two very different positions. There should be no problem with me only listening to one person's story.
I see. Well, there's nothing else I need to talk to you about.
What?
I mean, you've clearly heard all from your mom, right? And clearly you're believing everything she says. So what's the point of me saying anything at all?
Look, just this once I'll listen to what you have to say.
Oh, how magnanimous. Anyway, you remember what I told your mom this morning, right? We were right in front of you as we were talking. I told her that today I had a really important online conference. So I would need her to be quiet.
I do remember you saying that.
And yet, despite all that, without even so much as warning me, your mother brings one of her friends over. Not only that, but after her friend arrived, she repeatedly knocked at my door and tried to call for me.
And you shouted at them just because of that? Couldn't you have just gotten some drinks for them? It's just basic hospitality.
That's exactly what I did when her friend first arrived. However, I had to return to my room shortly after as the meeting was starting soon. In the middle of the meeting, they called loudly for me and the TV was on with the volume set really high. So all I did was ask them, "Can you please be quiet a bit?"
But hold on. Are you sure you didn't say things more rudely? You must not embarrass my mother in front of one of her friends.
What sort of embarrassment are you even talking about? I specifically asked her at the start of the day to try to stay quiet and explained perfectly. Despite all that, she clearly didn't care about what I wanted and did the exact opposite. Who's the one being unreasonable here?
But there's still the problem of how you said it. If you had such an important meeting, couldn't you have just gone to some other workspace or something?
Why are you so determined to make this my fault? This is my house. I had this all planned out in advance, and I clearly requested what I needed too. Why am I the one who has to meet with her demands? If she wanted to bring a friend over, she should have at least told me in advance. I even asked her about that specifically. And do you remember how the both of you agreed?
Yes, I remember that. But plans might always change.
But why can't she tell us about it? What's so hard about that? I am still in the house after all. Okay, just stop it. I still have work to do. And I can't leave it any longer if we're going to talk about this.
No, hold on. We're clearly not done talking, Iris.
What's going on?
I heard everything from Mom.
What?
I had no idea you were this terrible of a woman.
I still have no clue what you're talking about.
You're not going to get by playing dumb after how much you've pestered and picked on Mom.
Pestered and picked on? What are you talking about?
Stop trying to play all innocent. I'm here being serious with you. I've heard all about all of the terrible things you've done for Mom. There's no point trying to deny it anymore.
I ask yet again. What sort of terrible things are you saying? Please stop speaking so vaguely and actually tell me.
My mom came crying to me earlier today complaining about everything you've been doing. She's just had to endure your horrible treatment this whole time.
What?
I'm so disappointed with you. We should get a divorce.
Really? Have you thought about it?
Yeah, from what my mom told me, I can't stay with you anymore.
Whatever. I have been tired of you too. But just let me prepare the luggage. Without this, I can't work.
What? You're still thinking about your work now. Shouldn't you apologize for what you did?
I'm not gonna do that. I'm not wrong for anything. I also think we shouldn't live together. You'd better do that with your dear mom. So, bye now. After that, Ken filled out his end of the divorce papers with no further complaints, and I was able to get them filed with no issues. His mother did rifle through all of my things without any care for what she did to them. So I filed suit for everything she damaged. They agreed to settle out of court and pay for what they did. I might just end up moving away. Without my income, Ken can't handle the mortgage, utilities bills. So they managed to get a small cheap apartment somewhere. Just getting rid of they two out of my—
Isn't it true that tomorrow is when the hospital test results will be revealed? Could you manage to take the morning off from work?
Yep, I did.
I'm relieved that we can accompany each other. You'll be able to leave the house with me, right? What time are you going to be coming home tonight?
I still have unfinished work, and it seems like I'll be working late into the night. I'll simply stay overnight at a nearby motel or a similar place. Let's just meet at the hospital tomorrow.
What? Really? Can't you say you need to go to the hospital tomorrow and leave work early? I'm sure it's not that big of a deal.
I'm already taking the morning off tomorrow. If I attempt to leave work early tonight, my boss would create a major commotion.
But tomorrow is really important. Having a comprehensive body checkup is not a routine occurrence. These results could be really serious. Are you sure you don't need tonight to get mentally prepared?
Mentally prepared? Come on, I probably was just feeling a bit under the weather due to the drinks I had the night before. Remember? The night before the checkup, I drank a little too much and had a pretty bad hangover for the next day. That's all. No need to exaggerate the situation.
I'm just worried about you, that's all.
You're being really annoying.
Excuse me?
Just calm down already. It's my body, so I know more about it than anyone else. Just lay off, all right? Didn't you also need to get another checkup like me as well? Stop acting like I'm some sick person when we're in the same boat.
That really wasn't my intention. You know that I had to get a re-examination because of the medicine I'm taking for my condition. It happens every time I get a checkup, so it's nothing new. I also wanted to make sure everything was okay with my own health tomorrow, so it'll be good for both of us.
Then why don't you just worry about yourself instead of wasting your energy worrying about me? I'm not a kid, all right? You don't need to get all worked up for no reason. Like seriously, it gets on my nerves. Just being honest.
Can't you be a bit more careful about the way you word things? I get your point already. So let's just meet up at the hospital tomorrow. Don't work too late. Take care, okay? You have to wake up early tomorrow morning.
Can't you just shut up already? You're not my mother. I've seriously had enough of this.
Fine. I'll see you tomorrow then. Hey, I'm at the hospital. When are you arriving?
Oh, I won't be able to make it today.
Huh? Are you kidding me? Why would you say that?
Things are hectic at work. There's no way I can take the morning off.
What are you gonna do about the checkup results then?
Can't you just get the results for me?
You want me to do that for you?
What? You have a problem with that? Aren't you my wife? That's the least you can do. Why don't you try and make yourself useful for once?
I know we're family, but are you sure I'm allowed to get the results without you here? I'll try asking the doctor, but I have a feeling I won't be allowed access to your results.
It's fine. I'm sure you'll work something out.
Work something out? Are you even thinking straight? This is about your health. You need to take this more seriously.
Just bring me the dang results. You're making this a bigger deal than it actually is. I'm already completely certain that they'll tell me there's nothing wrong, so what's the point in going? Besides, I hate hospitals. They're so depressing. That's honestly why I didn't want to go.
You're a grown adult already. How could you just skip out just because of that? It's not like I like being at the hospital either, but I'm here because I have to do what I have to do.
Just get the results and come home. That's all I have to say about this matter. I'm wasting my time talking to you like this. I'm going to work, so see you later.
Are you sure? Can't you just get a few hours off to come to the hospital? Luke, are you there? Luke, please pick up.
I'm busy working.
This is really important. We need to talk now.
Yeah. You're always exaggerating everything, so I'm sure it's not a big deal.
I'm really serious this time. That's why I tried calling you. I never call you. Especially during work hours. Can't you see how urgent this is?
I'll call you when I get some free time or something. Oh, and I probably won't be coming home tonight.
Again? Why are you working so much?
Do you think I have a choice here? Things are busy at work these days. I'm doing this for you, you know? The least you could do is be grateful instead of complaining. Well, gonna get back to work. Talk to you later.
Luke, please, you need to listen to me. Please just find a way to come home tonight. Just tonight. Thank you so much for listening. I really appreciate it. I wanted to talk to you after discussing things with Luke, but...
Of course, dear. Thank you so much for contacting me. I can't believe this. I'm really shocked too. How are you feeling, Ely? I'm sure this is a lot to take in. Now that you've had a bit of time to process, do you feel any better?
Honestly, I don't think I feel any better. I really want to talk about this with Luke, but it seems impossible right now. He doesn't even come home that much these days.
Is he really that busy with work? I can't believe he's turned out to be someone who can't get their priorities straight.
I told him I want him to at least come home just for the night. But I don't think he'll be coming home.
I'll try contacting him as well. We have to figure things out quickly. The sooner the better. I'm so sorry for all the trouble, Ely. Luke used to be such a nice boy back in the day.
Oh, please don't apologize. You are always helping me out, and I'm so grateful for you. Thank you so much.
I'm here whenever you need anything. Even if you just need someone to listen. I'm on your side, Ely. You're not alone. Don't forget that.
I'm really happy to hear that. Thank you so much for your kind words. I don't know what I would do without you. Are you really not coming home tonight? Didn't I say I have to talk to you about something really important? It's an emergency. Please don't do this to me.
Work is more important, all right? But I'll be going home to get a change of quotes tomorrow.
So you can come home to get some clothes, but you can't even spare a bit of time to hear what I have to say? Where are you right now? You never come home. Are you really that busy with work? Something just seems off.
The heck? What is it this time? You calling me a liar or something?
I keep telling you how urgent things are and that I need to talk to you. But you don't even want to listen to me.
Whatever. What's the so-called important news that you need to tell me? I'm messaging you back, right? Why can't you just tell me right now?
This isn't something to tell you about through some text message. I needed to tell you in person. But whatever, I'm tired of this. I'm just gonna tell you now. The doctors told me we only have 6 months left together if we don't do something soon.
What? 6 months?
That's why we need to start treatments at the hospital as soon as possible. I don't think it's possible to continue working either.
Seriously? Wow!
Yes, I'm serious. That's why I kept asking you to come home. But you didn't want to listen to me at all. I really didn't want to have to tell you this way.
You've got to be kidding me! That really is some big news, huh?
What's so funny? This is literally a life or death matter, and that's your reaction?
Oh gee! Give me a break! Of course this is funny! You'll let me get a divorce, right?
A divorce? Out of nowhere? Why would you bring up a divorce?
I mean, you're only gonna live for half a year, right? There's no point in staying married then. What a pain! Sorry, but you'll just bring me down.
How can you say something like that?
Oh! Let's just get a divorce, okay? I didn't think things would turn out like this, but I'm sure this was just our fate or something. I'll get the divorce papers ready and leave them at the house tomorrow. Just turn them in whenever you'd like. I don't really have any feelings left for you anyways, so no use in trying to stop this.
What in the world are you talking about all of a sudden?
Look! I already have someone else in my life that I like. So what am I going to do? Spend time with her or spend a gloomy time with my wife who only has half a year left to live? No contest. You're worthless. You get the point now. Have fun with your painful last days.
I can't believe you. Are you even human? And you like someone else?
Why do you think I never come home? I can't believe you actually thought I was working all those late nights. I'm busy all right, having the time of my life with a woman that I actually love.
Oh, is that so? I understand what you're saying completely. Don't worry, I'll turn in the papers, so make sure you leave them at the house.
Sure. Just leave me alone after this, all right? Don't come begging me for help.
You know what? Just say whatever you want. I'm done with you.
You turned in the divorce papers, right? I'd like to go home soon, but can't really do that if you're still there. Did you move out already? I want my girlfriend to move in, so hurry up and get the heck out of my life.
I already turned in the papers. And I'm packing my things right now. I'll be ready to leave tomorrow.
Things are looking good. Yeah, you just have a good life, all right? Or should I say, have a good 6 months? Gotta say, feel sorry for. Things would have been such a drag staying with you though. Thank goodness for the divorce. Now that the divorce is settled, life's gonna be great, I tell ya.
Hey, dirtbag! You're the one with only 6 months left to live. Not me.
What are you talking about? Somebody would have told me if those were my test results.
Did I ever say it was me who only had half a year to live? You were the one who just assumed it was me when I was talking about you this whole time. You told me to have fun living out the rest of my painful days, but I'll just return the very exact words to you now.
You're lying. Me? No way. That's ridiculous. There's just no way that's possible.
You don't have to believe me. Why don't you talk to your mom then? She'll tell you the same thing. I have nothing else to say. We're not really family anymore either. This has nothing to do with me anymore. You have to deal with this by yourself now.
Just hold on now. I only have half a year left to live. I'm the one who needs to get treated. Not you?
That's correct. I was just the one who got the results instead of you since you didn't show up at the hospital. Even after the doctor asked you to come to the hospital yourself. You're the one at fault for leaving me there at the hospital by myself.
You're really telling the truth? How can this be? I don't get it.
Why don't you just go to the hospital yourself to get things sorted out? I already told your mom and I sent her the detailed results as well. Now, all that's left is for you to go to the hospital and figure out how you're going to start your treatments. Now that we're divorced, I don't want anything to do with you. Don't ask me for any help.
No. Half a year. You're going too far, Ely. How can you joke around like this?
I'm sure you're the one who knows more than anyone that I'm not someone to make such jokes. Just face reality already. Good luck living your last days at the hospital. At least you have your girlfriend to take care of you now.
So you're telling the truth then, Ely. I only have a few months left to live?
Let's hope you have at least a small chance to recover. But it has nothing to do with me now. You are on your own. Since we're divorced, you'll be discussing things with my representative from now on.
Your representative? What's that supposed to mean?
I hired an attorney to make sure I get proper alimony for the divorce.
Alimony? What the heck?
I don't really want to see your face ever again. So I asked a representative to take my place for all future negotiations and discussions. I have evidence of your affair, so I can expect to get even more than is normal.
After getting told I have half a year left to live through text message, you want to talk about alimony? You're going way too far now. How could you do this to me?
Yeah, just say whatever you want. I'm not changing my mind, so no use in trying to convince me.
Wait, Ely! Please don't do this to me. You know my situation. Don't put me through this. I'm going to go home now, so let's talk things through. We need to work this out.
Work what out? There's nothing for us to talk about. Our divorce has already been finalized. There's nothing for us to do about anything at this point. And like I said before, I don't want to see your face. Just go run to your girlfriend for help or something.
Why are you being so cold? I didn't even know I was the one who only had 6 months left to live. You know that you are the only one for me. Are you really going to leave me alone like this?
Huh? You're not really making any sense. And I don't plan on doing anything for someone like you anymore. You can beg for help all you want, but we're divorced. There's no changing that. Just give up already, won't you? Why don't you use your time for something more productive, like getting ready to pay your alimony? We're going to ask for it all lump sum instead of monthly, of course.
No! I don't want to divorce you anymore. Please! I can't go through this alone. I don't want to get treated without you. Aren't you going to support me as my wife? Through thick and thin. Isn't that what being married is all about? You're the worst. How could you just throw me away like this after finding out about my situation? Don't you feel guilty at all?
I am just going to return those very words back to you. You're the one who threw me away. And I just did what you told me to do.
I don't know what I was thinking. I wasn't in my right mind. It wasn't how I actually felt. Can't you just trust me? I promise you, I still love you.
Now that the tables have turned, you want to take back everything you said? You pushed me to get a divorce and made me sign the divorce papers. It's all on you. I did what you wanted, that's all. I don't have anything else to say. Except that I am looking forward to the day I get all that money.
Ely, please. You need to take care of me until the very end. I'm so sorry. I really regret my actions. What can I do to make it up to you? I really feel terrible about the way I've treated you. I know now that you were the only one for me. I finally realized it now.
Shut up! What a pain! Looking after you would be a drag. Sound familiar? Now goodbye forever. Have a fun 6 months.
Luke had no one to blame but himself as he confronted a tragic reality alone. After uncovering the truth, he contacted his mother to confirm it. Before too much time had passed, he hurriedly sought admission to the hospital for medical care. Naturally, he was unable to sustain his job any longer. Upon receiving the news, the girl with whom he was having an affair evidently fled. Regrettably, he discarded the sole individual who genuinely cared for him and was willing to stand by his side. Luke continuously experienced remorse over the outcome, leading him to persistently seek forgiveness through repeated appeals. However, I chose not to respond to him anymore, severing all communication indefinitely. Regardless of the circumstances, he has permanently lost my presence in his life. The sole form of communication I have directed towards him is the alimony agreement delivered by my attorney. In the aftermath of all the events, Luke came to a belated realization about the precious treasure he had inadvertently forfeited. Eventually, he did come to acknowledge his mistakes and understand the repercussions that follow actions. Alone in a hospital room, he sits, gazing through the window, deep in contemplation of his destiny.
Bae. I might be coming home late today. I haven't finished my work yet. You know that I'm quite busy lately. I won't get home by 8 p.m. I've already made some food. It's in the fridge, you can go ahead and eat first.
Well, I'm afraid. I'm also going to be home late today. You'll probably get home before I do.
You have to work overtime too? You've been doing that a lot recently, Christ.
Yeah, that's right. I've been busy lately. What do you want me to do?
Just do what you have to do. Nothing I say can change that. But really, you have been coming home late and I'm worried. You go drink with the business partners again?
What do you mean again?
You didn't notice? Lately, you've been coming home smelling like alcohol.
I was just caught up with something at the end of work. You do the same. It's not a big deal, right?
Don't you remember the health screening you did last month? The doctor warned you against drinking too much. I just thought you should be a bit more careful. I don't want you to end up with an alcohol problem like my brother.
Oh God, Alice. The doctor is over-exaggerating. It's fine and I wasn't drinking too much. I have to entertain the guests at the party so they will be more willing to sign the contract. Anyway, speaking of drinking and eating, don't you think you have been making the same meals over and over again lately? It's the reason that I've been eating out so much. I'm so sick of eating the same things.
What you're thinking, Christ? I was just thinking about your health when making them. I wish you were more appreciative of what I do for you.
You were thinking about my health? Really? Why can't you be a little bit more creative? All of your food tastes like they were made by an old grandma. I think you should do a little more research on cooking. Maybe you should take some cooking lessons.
If you have a problem with my cooking, then you should learn how to cook and make your own food.
That's your job, Alice. That's the reason why I have been eating out. At least the food outside is more colorful. Not only did your food taste like it was made by an old grandma, they also looked like they were made by an old grandma.
Hey, stop with the old grandma. You do know that you are the same age as me, right? Doesn't that make you an old grandpa? We're the same here. Don't just talk about me.
Well, unlike you, I've been taking care of my appearance. I even put on this new cologne I've bought. And my hair is always in good shape. On the other hand, you always just tie your hair up and wear the same suit every day. You don't think there is any problem with it? Aren't the younger ones in the company making fun of you?
I've been keeping myself clean and tidy, though.
You don't understand, Alice. Being out of fashion is the problem here. It's funny that you're saying this.
Do you remember what you said the last time when I bought cosmetics? You said that there is nothing an ugly person can do to make herself look good. Now you're telling me to clean myself up?
Oh right, I said that. What I said is true though. I'll be honest with you. Now is a good time for you to start looking into yourself. Like putting on a new dress, wearing some perfume and getting a new hairstyle. You aren't in your 20s anymore. You need to take more care of yourself. Well, at least you still have a job. That's like the only merit you have. But thinking about the future, you should really study up on beauty and fashion. Especially now that you are done with raising our kids. You got more time to enjoy yourself. Using that time effectively is what I'm saying.
Though I'm done with child raising, we still have the home loan to pay off.
Why are you worrying about it so much? There's only a little left to pay off, right?
Okay, Christ. I'll start thinking about myself and how to use my own time effectively when we have completely finished paying it off.
I think by then it will be too late.
Why you think so?
Well, I just thought it will turn out that way. You know, with you being. Anyway, that's all the advice from me. Take it or leave it.
You bet I won't.
What? Are you upset that I called you old?
That's enough. Stop calling me that.
You see what I mean? Saying something like that is not cute at all. You're old, but at least have charm like an actual woman. That's why I don't want to go home.
Christ! Where are you at now? Can you come home right now? You're off work today. You're just now playing around, right? Get back home now.
It's my day off, Alice. What's wrong with you? I can't just go home now.
Okay, fine. But I have to ask you.
Ask me what?
You have taken out our savings, haven't you?
Oh, you have realized that?
What? Are you kidding me? You have been taking out almost all of our savings. What exactly are you thinking? Are you out of your mind? Where did the money go?
Calm down, Alice. No need to be panic.
How can I?
Just take it easy. I just have things I need to pay for. There are things I must do, you know. I need to get to make myself look good. Cologne, new shoes, new ties, and my brand new watch.
So you're saying you've been wasting the money on shopping?
Alice, don't call it a waste. They are essential things.
Essential? That money is for both of us after retirement. If you keep doing things like this, we will not end up saving any money. What are we going to do?
Hey, there is still money left in the account. That much is enough.
I'm saying it's not okay. You need to think more about the future. I've been holding off on buying the things. I want to save up little by little. And finally can pay off the loan. I have made millions of calculation of how I can save up money. While you on the other hand just spent the money however you like. You think that's fair?
Alice, I've been helping out too. Some of my paycheck went to the loan.
Not enough, Christ. You've been changing your jobs ever since we got married. You never really got a rise in your paychecks. Who is the person you think that has been supporting you this whole time?
Well, I supported you and you were pregnant. Don't you remember?
What? Is that your responsibility for taking care of that? That's your child, Christ. And that story dated back a decade. And our kid is all grown now. Can't believe you're saying that to me. I went back to work immediately after I gave birth. You didn't really help me during child raising. I paid for all of his school fees. I bought all of his clothes, his school supplies, and that summer camp he went to in high school.
It's not a big deal, Alice. Don't complain about what happened in the past. What's done is done.
Hey, you're the one proud of what you did when I'm pregnant. That sounds funny, Christ. You need to stop thinking only about yourself and more about our family.
Then how about you use the same amounts of money that I've used from the savings? I wouldn't mind you doing that. Then it will be fair and you will have no complaints, right?
That's not the problem here. I'm saying that you can't just spend money like it's nothing.
Can we argue about this another time? I'm busy now. I don't have time to listen to an old grandma.
Okay. We'll talk it out when you come back.
Do you think saying that makes me want to go back? If anything, we'll finish paying off the loan next month. I just have to make the same amount that I've spent. Then you don't have a problem anymore, right?
Don't make it sound so easy. You're not getting a raise soon and the amount you took out is a lot.
Okay. I have come up with an idea.
What idea?
I'll make time to talk things through next month.
Why? Why not today?
Because I got things to do this month. So we'll do next month. I promise to make time for you. You can yell at me then.
I'm not really understanding this. Why can't we do it today?
There are only a couple of weeks until next month. You can wait, right? And I don't feel like talking to you when you are not calm. I want to give you time to think things over before we talk.
I won't forgive you even if you give me time to think. What you did is unforgivable.
Talk about this until next month or else I won't talk about it at all. Your choice.
All right, we'll definitely have to talk about it next month.
Alice. You're at home now, right?
It's 6 p.m. in the weekend. Where can I be at?
Okay. I got you something in the drawer, just take it out.
Yeah, I'm looking at. Divorce paper?
Oh, good you found them. I have no use of you anymore. Now that we're done with raising our son and paying back the loan. You can go now. LOL.
That's why you said you wanted to wait a month before we talked things over.
You got it. I have no need to spend time with an old grandma like you anymore from now on. I'm free to do whatever. It's time to get a divorce and start my next stage in life. Please turn in the divorce papers after you sign them, Alice.
All right, I'll turn them in immediately and I'll be throwing out all the stuff too.
Throw what?
I'm throwing out your stuff. Your cologne, your shoes, your clothes, and something like that. I don't think you'll need it anymore. Since the house is under my name, your things are just useless here.
Excuse me? It's my house.
You don't remember? When we were going to buy the house, you quit your job. We almost couldn't get a loan. It was because I was working at that time that we were able to get one. What makes you think you deserve the house? Are you out of your mind?
But I'm the homeowner.
What? Are you talking about being the man of the house? Not like you've done anything to act like one. And that's different from who actually owns the house. You don't even understand the difference. You're really stupid.
Wait. Then whose house is it?
It's my house. It's under my name.
How could you say that? I paid back the loan too.
But I paid for pretty much all of it.
Well, if the house is not going to be mine, then we'll sell it and split the money.
Oh, you actually know that you can do that. You're not so stupid. It's fine with me. Let's sell the house.
But you were not even a bit surprised when I told you I want a divorce, right?
What do you want me to do? Make a fuss or something?
No, this is better for me anyway.
I was thinking of getting a divorce too. I know you are having an affair with this girl from your company.
What?
You don't have to pretend anymore, Christ. I found out everything. You are looking suspicious, so I did some research. I know you spent our savings on that girl. I have evidence, lots and lots of pictures and videos of you guys. There are enough for me to sue you. It will get me a pretty good compensation. I'll have to thank you for that.
Oh, you know that. I love her with my whole heart. You're nothing compared to her.
Oh, you've confessed. I'm also thinking of telling your company about this affair.
It has nothing to do with the company. There's no need for you to tell them.
Of course it has something to do with them. You went to the hotel during working hours many times. I'm sure your boss would love to hear about this.
Don't make any impulsive decisions. Think it over again, Alice. It would cause trouble for me if you tell my boss. I was finally able to get a long-term job. This will hurt my image. I can do whatever you want, Alice.
Really?
Yeah, for sure.
I want money, of course, and the house goes to me.
I never knew you were such a greedy person.
I don't care what you call me. I paid back most of the loan anyway, so I deserve the house.
Okay, I agree. But I need you to write up a contract about this. I have to make sure you're not keeping your promise.
All right, I'm willing to. I'll hand in the divorce papers soon. You'll be hearing from my lawyer. Starting today, we're strangers.
You are not lovable even in the end. That's why you're getting dumped at this old age.
Why I even care about what's you saying? I almost get rid of you in my life. I can't not be happier. So, enjoy your relationship. Bye. My husband called and texted a couple more times after that. He soon realized that nothing will change my mind, so he stopped. One day at work, he suddenly started yelling at the girl he cheated with. Then the company found out about the affair. My husband still works in the same company. But it looks like everyone around is ignoring him gradually. Nobody wants anything to do with him. I got a large sum of money and a house, so I was very satisfied with the divorce. I have no regrets.
Leo was severely bullied during high school, but when she entered university and escaped from that troublesome school, he made an effort to study and unleash all the potential that had been suppressed before. Eventually, he graduated and became a CEO in a leading technology corporation in the United States. Incidentally, the one who bullied Leo at high school met her in the interview job. The setting takes place in a bustling office. Leo is sitting at the interview room which serves as CEO. Nat enters the room and so surprised when she met Leo there, but her attitude still bossy as ever.
Please welcome the next interviewee. Number 611.
Hi! You look so pronated. Did we met each other before?
Wow, is that you, Nat? I'm so surprising meeting you here. We were in the same class at high school. I strongly advise against using any offensive language toward me, as there may be consequence.
Wow, haha, look how successful you are. But you still look stupid as you were in that time. The loser and had no friend at high school just because you're poor and ugly. Today to be in 10 days today, how do you do? Sleeping with the president of this company or paying money for that? Haha, it must be the first one, 'cause everyone know you're poor.
I strongly advise against using any offensive language toward me, as there may be consequence. This is the professional environment.
Haha, I guess you must actually be a CEO. You're really transformed from a person I remember. It's hilarious.
I'm very surprised to meet you at this interview after so many years. But I see you didn't change anything, right? Do you want to continue the interview? Or I will kick you out of this room.
Yes, of course. I want this job. I was so sure you'd be sitting at home living off welfare or something. I mean, who would hire a person like you? You don't have both physical appearance and intelligence. What's a pity?
Nat, stop before you lose the chance to have a job. You're taken out of my mouth. I see you write in your CV that you never went to college and you started working right after high school. So what aspects you think you have to work in our company?
Yes, I didn't go to college. I think it's a waste of time. Because I have no experience, after graduated, I worked as a waitress and later started working at a downtown bar. Anyway, I want to have a position in human resources of this company.
So why do you think that work benefit for this position? Do you see any connection to get into our company?
OMG, that's wise question. I have never seen that aspects of you, haha.
I will distinguish with work in the past so you and reassure of answering my question. And please serious because there are so many people are waiting after you.
I see you still lose your temper easily, just like before. After graduated from school, what have you done?
After I got rid of you and that terrible school, I studied hardly and took the SAT test. After that I was retained by the university to become the teacher of that company. But I felt I can't go for being a teacher, so I left and found many new chances. I have worked in 2 other countries before working here, and I find that this company is my home and I can't lose the chance to work here. Things are going well for me these days.
Wow, your life happens like a dream. That's really admirable. Good for you, by the way.
What do you mean?
Think about it, Leo. Since you left school because of me, you had no purpose of life and these times you're really hopeless. And because of that, you have motivation and also greed. You got smarter and went to the university. So in a weird way, your current happiness is all thanks to me bullying you back then, right?
I don't think you're right. I succeeded in spite of you, not because of you. You made me haunt by my student time. Perhaps that time must be the most beautiful time in one's life. You seem not have any guilty with the things you have done, not only with me, but also with so many students.
Why should I feel guilty about it? Didn't you understand what I just said? You shall be thanking me.
I see you only look at things from your own perspective, as per usual. You never change your mind. Our company is quite selective with new hires. They only accept individuals with the right qualification or those who were high achievers in university.
Neither, but don't worry about it. As you said, I'm using my connections to get this job, so qualifications and all that doesn't matter.
I sure am lucky to have met someone from this company. What do you mean? Having connections is one, but if you can meet our demand and can't present well at work, we'll be sacked of soon. Because it's not easy to join and long live in our workplace. You won. Be hired unless you seem like someone who can benefit the company, and the competition among new recruits is fierce. So what's really going on here?
Don't worry about me. I'll figure out what I'm supposed to do once I start working there. The interviews seem like the conversation between 2 friends than between an interviewer and interviewee. Besides, I already knew I was going to pass with flying colors, so I had nothing to worry about in the first.
Why are you so confident anyway? If you make a bad impression, you won't get hired, you know.
Why are you asking too much, Leo? There are so many ways to have position in this company. You know some important lesson about being a woman? Once you know how to play with a man's heart, life become a walk in the park. The truth is, those guys in human resources are more just regular customers, if you catch my drift. No one can resist my womanly charms. Once I found that out, I was able to blackmail him into getting me a job. Impressive, right?
What? That's illegal, you know.
You're so tolerant, my friend. You know that the way the world works. Reality taught me a lesson that you should use anyway, even it's illegal, to climb a ladder. To have a good position this harvish society.
There are boundaries in this world that you shouldn't cross, you know. And besides, if you entered the company that way and can't actually do the job, you're just going to get fired when people find out.
You still take things way too seriously. This is cracking me up, haha.
I still have my principles, unlike some other people.
Did you develop these personality traits while you were in college?
Please listen to me, Nat. It's just help you at the beginning, then everything come to zero.
Your responsibility is implement your senior's command and lets me join the company. More importantly, if I do get into the company, will you be my coworker?
No, I'd be your superior. You know I'm the one who decides you can go to work or not. Don't break the rule and prove your potential for me.
Why, you're so tailbearing! Moreover, I'm not taking orders from someone I bullied into dropping out of high school. No way. I will do some tricks to let you quit. I made you quit school once, and I can make you quit your job.
Don't make things worse, Nat. This is Leo. What do you want to say? If you call me to accept letting Nat working in our company with no experience and no skill in this term, you shouldn't tell me anything. And to make it clear, I will leave the company if you resist hiring that woman.
Why do you have to reject that CV?
You know the past, I was bullied in high school. Now I'm still obsessed with that. And do you know who bullied me? It's Nat. Yes, you didn't mishear Dawn. That's her.
OMG, that terrible. I'm shocked.
And she also tell me about your relationship with her. You permit Nat working here?
I'm so sorry to get you met your hurt again. I didn't know about her past. I just see her as a friendly girl and she have many skill that are appreciate to this position. I will think about my decision again.
You should do that. If not, you will lose a proficient coworker that I can affirm that you can't find anyone else better than me. As a person responsible for conducting interviews and making hiring decisions, I would like to understand your reason. If you want to convince me to accept that CV.
I suppose she might be feeling threatened or jealous. Nat is young and attractive.
No, I'm not familiar with what you're suggesting. There are so many available candidates who are much more professional than her. I know Nat have connection with you, so you won't bring her to our company, but you must look at the benefit.
To be honest, I found her to be an interesting person. I believe in her communication skills. Moreover, she has a good sense of humor. I think you can't deny that, right?
I see, Dawn. I understand that you hold the responsibility for new hires and also you have a view to evaluate a person. It's been 2 years since I started working with you and you never made me disappointed. I will consider about her attitude and then decide if I let her work or not.
Thank you for working so professional. I'm so grateful because you can see my possibility of evaluating people.
Yes, I'm equal and didn't put my own to the benefit of our company. That the professional way of working of the Real CEO.
I'm so proud of you, like the way you believe in my choice.
I have just had a short conversation with one of the people who are take charge of recruiting.
Haha, it's me to looking forward to making you jobless.
Nat, I don't want to have any bad word with you, so don't cross the line one more time.
You must have conversation with Don, the one that I have connection to request him let me working in this company.
But it's not that easy.
What do you mean?
He is not the one who can decide to choose candidates. Me and another team will consider. And now I have to see your attitude to reach the decision.
Am I still hired?
I worked for this company many years and I realized that your personality is the one we choose. Because skills can be trained but personality can't. Attitude can decide anything, you know?
Wow, you're more professional than I think. But Dawn said that I can sign at the contract working for this company.
Did you hear what I just said? As the head of human resources and the CEO of this company, I have the authority to veto his decisions. I have the final say on who joins the company.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that. Since we're friends and all, you'll hire me, right?
Friends? I don't recall us being friends. Anyway, I've decided to hire someone else for the position. Better luck next time.
Wait, you can't do that! You're just trying to intimidate me, aren't you? This is a lie, right?
Of course not. Why would I lie about something like this?
Please give me a chance.
Be honest, who you sleep with in this company to request for working here?
No, I didn't do that. I just said that to make you angry. The truth is that I met Don in the gym, we have a good conversation, and he said his company have a very appropriate position for me. That's all. And I didn't know anyone else except Don. There's been a misunderstanding.
Don't make things up. It's too late for you to try and get out of this. You're going to come to the office, apologize to anyone whom you hurt, and then you'll have to pay legal fees. Blackmail is a crime, you know.
I'll come and apologize, I promise. Please don't take me to court. I'm just a humble bartender. I can't afford a lawyer. Many of them get sued.
I don't care if you can afford it or not. You're going to pay the money. You need to understand that you committed a real crime. Not only you treat on the interview, but also you send the blackmail.
No, come on! There must be some kind of mistake. These things can happen, right?
You might have made some mistakes, but what you did goes beyond that.
I'll apologize as much as you want, some. I'll be in trouble if you don't start working full-time soon. The truth is, I spent all my money on my boyfriend and ended up in a lot of debt.
How stupid can you be? That's a problem you created for yourself. It has nothing to do with anything.
That's why I'm trying to get a job. I heard your company pays well, so I thought I should ask Dawn to help me get a position here.
What's a pity? Do you think that's the karma you have to suffer from because of the bad things you do in the past?
I have hurted many people in both mental and physical health. I have nightmare about that problem and I want to apologize to everyone. Please, I don't know what I'm going to do if I don't get this job. I have a debt collection agency after me. This is very serious.
But you still have to take charge of this. The bad things you bring to your friends is the injury that will follow them all their life.
Yes, I know that. Leo, I owe you an apology. I was the terrible person in high school, and I deeply regret how I treated you.
So why you act like you didn't change when you see me at first?
Because of my self-esteem, I didn't met you for a long time, and when I saw you here, I feel so ashamed. That's the one I bullied in high school now is my senior. I'm too worthless 'cause through the time, I'm still that Perry's son, not have any positive change. I'm regret but I don't know how to say with you. So I was acting like a newborn baby. I'm so sorry.
If you are enough brave, you can discard your self-esteem.
Yes, I know that was the different time of all people that I bullied. That time should have been the most wonderful time of one life. But I made it the terrible time that all of you can forget about it. I won't beg for forgive, but I hope everyone can be successful like you. If not, I will live with guilty all my life.
I'm happy for you 'cause you realized you're guilty and gradually become a good person. I just remind you that, be brave to admit your mistake and then you can live without any worry.
Yes, thank you. I had a lot of soul searching after high school. I realized the pain I caused. And it weighed heavily on me. I will spend year trying to become a better person.
Nat, I appreciate your honesty. I've learned to forgive too, but I think it will take time. But I will give you a change to work in our company, and through this time I will watching you. If I can see your effort, we can become friend. And I think it can bring much benefit to our company, cause we can assist to each other.
Really? What do you say? You let me in your company?
Yes, of course. But you must let me see your change and a good attitude.
Of course, I will try my best. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful, Leo, you are so generous. Now I know why you can climb the ladder and become the CEO of this company. You're so tolerant and kind. That must be what people need in a CEO.
Thank you.
Thank you. I realize the importance of empathy and understanding. I think I should learn more and don't be looked down to study. It's important to all aspects of our life.
That's admirable. As for me, the bullying experience motivated me to become a counselor, and I want to help others who faced similar challenges.
I wish I can come back to that time and treat you with kindness instead. I truly regret the pain I caused you.
Apology accepted. The past is the past, but we will have many new opportunity now to foster a positive working relationship. Nat, your work ethic and dedication are impressive. You've come a long way since high school. I'm proud of the progress you've made.
Thank you, Leo. Your guidance and support mean a lot to me. I want to be a better person, not just for myself, but for those around me.
Redemption is possible for anyone willing to change. I believe in second chances, and I see that you're committed to personal growth.
It's time we move forward and leave the past firmly behind us. Let's focus on creating positive work environment for everyone here.
Agreed, Nat. Let's lead by example and ensure that no one else experiences the pain we went through. We have the power to make difference.